Good morning, one and all, and welcome to FPL Mate. We have got a Gameweek 6 deadline stream for you today. 1 hour till deadline. A lot of you guys on wildcard, perhaps. A lot of you with those final captain decisions. Maybe some of you, like me, will still have a transfer to use as well, which is going to be fun. I still haven't made my second transfer. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. Probably should have decided by now. Wish I'd decided last night. Kai Havertz got a price rise that I wasn't expecting overnight last night. So that is a little bit annoying. It is a little bit annoying. But that said, still might go there. Still might go there. But I'll get your opinions. I'll get your opinions as well as answering all of your questions ahead of deadline. But hopefully you guys are doing well today, this morning. Who have we got in the chat today? Any members in the chat? I can see Omalewa has become a member of the channel, so thank you very much for that. Have you heard anything on Raya? The latest on Raya, well, from last night anyway, is that he was not pictured in training and that he was not pictured, not seen, not spotted with the team at the team hotel. And yes, the Arsenal team do have a team hotel before matches, even when they're playing at home. So, yeah, I would say right now concerns around the likes of these Arsenal triple ups that people want to do. At this exact moment, I don't think I would be going for Raya if I was on a wild card. Personally, I think I would just go for the double Arsenal. Possibly triple. So Gabriel, Saka, and maybe a Havertz in there. I'm not sure about the. I'm just not sure about the Saliba move. I know people like it, but 6 million. Some people are saying he is at the hotel this morning. Where are we seeing this? Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay, that's only just come out 20 minutes ago. All right. So Raya is at the hotel. All right, well. Does this change things? I mean, I'm not going to buy him. With free transfers. Certainly not going to take a hit for him. But maybe that changes your mind on a wild card. I don't know. It's risky. It is really risky, isn't it? I mean, maybe he's just turned up to the hotel this morning, which would be worrying. Because if he's turning up separate from the rest of the team, what do we think about that? I don't know. Anyway, let's share with you guys where I'm at right now. So this is my team as things currently stand. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. And obviously I don't need a wild card. We've been over this. I need to make an Isak transfer. Havertz and Solanke are my two targets. It's going to be one of them. Possibly at a stretch Chris Wood. But again, not 100% sure on that one either. Wood does not give me the same confidence as a Havertz or Solanke does. Solanke gives me that long-term confidence. Havertz is very nice for attacking the fixtures that we have right in front of us. My concern with Havertz is that he plays a little bit deeper in a midfield position, which is why I'm not rushing towards Havertz. It's why I'm not, going there straight away. I think the biggest concern for me is that I only have one Arsenal player, and I would like two. Raya in the hotel means he plays or he doesn't. So, yeah, so basically what happens is before each game, the Arsenal team will all stay overnight at a hotel, a team hotel, where they're all together, making sure they're all eating the same, getting up nice and fresh and early. They're all together. Any tactic talks, whatever, stuff in the morning that needs to be done, then all of the team will be together. The team arrived at the hotel last night. Altogether, Raya was not spotted then, but he has been spotted this morning. Now, if he wasn't spotted last night, does that mean he was there, but maybe he just came in through the back door? Or maybe, he just wasn't seen? He just stayed in his hotel room, snuck in, stayed in his hotel room. I don't know. Or does that mean that actually he's turned up this morning to meet up with the team? And the second one would be a little more worrying. But being at the hotel is good. I've actually been to a hotel where the players have been before with Chelsea, and yeah, all the players are together. They eat the meals together and stuff like that. And if they're not there, it usually means they're not going to play. But there we are. But yeah, guys, need to think about my team here. Really need to consider what to do. Slanky versus Isak. Now, Slanky versus Havertz. And one thing that did kind of put me off. Let's go to Rob T, who is an absolute, and I would say a must follow in FPL at this point, because this is some really good stuff. So he's actually updated some of the projections, and they have changed since yesterday's video. So Liverpool are now up. So Liverpool have higher chance of scoring more goals. We're seeing the likes of Salah and Jota and Luis Diaz with increased odds of getting attacking returns this week, which is good if you have them. But we're also seeing Arsenal drop a little bit down with the goal projections. 2.6 is still very, very good. Clean sheet, still 55% for Arsenal, which is nice. Liverpool clean sheet odds, I think they have increased slightly. Man City are up slightly, and Bournemouth are up slightly as well. I think. Were they at 28% before? I hope. Anyway. So, yeah, Liverpool are looking more tempting. Bournemouth goal projections have gone up for sure. So, yeah, you can see the Arsenal versus Liverpool goal projections here for this game week, and how Arsenal have dropped down and Liverpool have gone up over the last 24 hours. In terms of projected goal scorers, we've still got Haaland at top, so I will be captaining him. Solanke's nowhere to be seen on here. Havertz is, but Havertz has dropped off slightly with the goal projections. And I think that's mostly because of that chance of him playing in midfield, because Marino's not ready, so he's not going to be playing in midfield. Is it going to be Trossard and kind of Havertz in behind again? Something like that? Quite possibly. Guys, we will tell you if we have any definitive about Raya playing or not, then we'll obviously update you. But right now, we don't know for sure. He has been spotted at the team hotel this morning, but we don't know for sure if he's going to play. I know it'd be nice if we had a definitive answer, but we don't. We don't. I feel like we're going to get this question non-stop, so we should probably put it on. Let's put it on screen on the ticker. Right. What am I writing here? Let's write Raya spotted at team hotel, but unsure if he will play. Everyone's straight answers for sure. Trossard is not suspended. No, Trossard, he served his suspension in the League Cup, so he's fine to play this week. So it will be most likely Martinelli, Trossard, Saka, Havertz, kind of in the most advanced positions. Carter says, hey, in yesterday's video you didn't share the Everton and Crystal Palace news. Yes, apologies for that. Somehow missed that off. Yeah, so the news there is Chalobah's back. Chadi Riyadh still out. I think Richards picked up a new injury. So, yeah, Crystal Palace have lost a defender and gained one. And for Everton, Mikolenko's recovered from illness. Coleman's still out. Branthwaite is like possibly in, possibly out. Cashwell with the $10 super chat says, chillax with the Raya questions, people. We don't know yet. Hey, Cashwell, completely agree with you. And you have got the Cashwell. Sending me the $10. Thank you very much, by the way, mate. That's very, very generous. people are going to ask the Raya question because that is the news that people are desperate to hear right now. If I get anything, and sometimes I do, then I might I don't know for sure. We might get news. If we do, we'll share it, obviously. My brother's just texted me. He's in the wild card. Does he not know I'm on stream? He probably does. He says, rumours flying that you want to review this on stream, and he sent me his team. Just heard what you said about Raya. Feels worth the risk for the sake of 0.3 million. Yeah, Jordan, if you are watching, I'm not going to review your team on stream, but you are my brother, so I feel like I have to say something here. Given you've texted me in desperation during a wildcard, I would not... He's got Neto in his team, basically. There is no way I would be picking Neto in my FPL team at this point. There's no way. Because he can't play against Bournemouth. If Raya is with the team, then... You know, does give indication that maybe the injury is not long-term and you might not even get a Neto next week. So it seems completely pointless at this point. Oil AU says, hey, Daniel, how is the FIFA 25 team looking? I'll share that with you after the stream. Well, not after the stream. After the deadline passes, I'll show you my FC team. But there we have it. Thoughts on Alisson? Alisson's fine. Alisson's no problem. I think Alisson is going to play. I'm not 100%, but I'm like 90% that Alisson plays now. Which is good. So do feel free to keep Alisson in your team. I'm not sure if he's worth a transfer necessarily. Carter says, what do you think of Kepa as an FPL pick? Don't mind him. Don't mind him. Certainly would probably be in my top 5, I would say. I'd put him in the top 5. I'd still put Raya slightly ahead, and I'd still certainly put, maybe a Sanchez ahead, maybe Flecken. I know people are keen on Flecken. I think the big thing with goalkeepers, if you are on a wild card and you're picking a goalkeeper, I think you've got to remember that you're not just picking the goalkeeper for the next couple of game weeks. Like, if you were to pick, let's go on the fixture analyzer. So if you were to pick why am I not even logged in here? Oh, well, we'll just use it how it is. If you were to pick a goalkeeper with good fixtures immediately, like Bournemouth, where are they? Bournemouth here. Yes, you get Southampton, Leicester, but you're also going to have Arsenal, Aston Villa, Man City, Brentford away. You're going to have all of those fixtures as well, because realistically, you're not going to make a goalkeeper transfer in Game Week 8. You're going to keep him for the long term. So just do be aware of that for someone like Kepa. Brentford is a little bit nicer longer term. But again, you could be stuck with this goalkeeper for the next, 3-4 months. It could be months. It could be 10, 15, 20 game weeks. Jordan says, some brother. Why? I just gave you some advice live on stream. You didn't even put a super chat in. I'd say you got very, very fortunate, my friend. Anyway, who's the best rotating goalkeeper with Raya? If you're going for Raya, there is 0% chance I would be looking to rotate him. He is a goalkeeper you just play every single game week, so don't even waste your money on the bank. We've seen with Raya already, even in the difficult fixtures, he's going to get save points. Tom says, thoughts on triple captain Saka? Good fixture in Arsenal, got a point to prove. I wouldn't go for it personally. For a start, the next fixture, game week 7, is a better fixture for Saka. So the fixture is good this week, but the next one is even better. So it doesn't make too much sense to triple captain him. In general, I would save triple captain for Haaland because he is a better point scorer in FPL. Has that more explosivity, and also hopefully wait for a double game week as well. Siddharth says, bench 3, Luis Semenyo, and Burmo, Rogers, Porro, Colwill. I would bench Porro, Colwill, and Rogers. There you go. Matt says, start Levi Colwill or Anthony Robinson. Let's just have a look at the clean sheet odds. Instinct says Colwill. Start Colwill and bench Robinson. But let's see clean sheet odds here. 25% chance for Chelsea and Fulham 23%. So if you're looking for clean sheet points, probably Chelsea is the one. Nelson says, surely Martinez keeps a clean sheet. Any advice? I mean, the numbers are good. The numbers are good. The fixture is good. But Martinez has been letting in a few goals this season. And, yeah, Aston Villa have been conceding goals. So the real life numbers say Aston Villa are a bad defence. The underlying numbers actually not so bad. By the way, anyone captaining anyone outside of Haaland and Salah this week, you are looking for trouble. And I cannot recommend it. Right, let's do a poll on that. Who is your Game Week 6 captain? We'll go Haaland, Salah, Saka, or someone else. Another super chat here from Tom. We'll call you Tom. Who's the best 4 million defenders to choose in a wild card? I would go for Vandenberg and Greaves. That's what I would do, my friend. And speaking of Greaves, Anurag's got him in his wildcard team, I presume. Anurag is saying, please help me out with this draft. Flecken, Gabriel, Trent, Aina, Greaves, Vandenberg. I'm not super keen on Aina with no backup 4.5. Saka, Diaz, and Burmo, Semenyo, Rogers, Haaland, Havertz, Wood, 0 in the bank. Can downgrade Havertz to upgrade 4 million defender to a 4.5 or Dunk. I wouldn't go for Dunk, I don't think. Maybe downgrade but downgrading to Solanke works. Feel free to Anurag, feel free to downgrade Havertz to Solanke. I think if you can use the money well, then that will be worthwhile. In terms of those 4.5s, the top ones seem to be Aina, Colwill, Mikalenko, and Lewis as well. So those are the kind of players we'd be looking at. Nicole says, hi Dan, 81 points in Game Week 5, making progress. Very nice. Wildcard active, got nothing in the bank. My 11 is Flecken, Gabriel, Robbo, Aina, and Burmo, Salah, Saka, Semenyo, Haaland, Evan Nielsen, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Looking pretty good to me, my friend. Looking pretty good to me. Sap says, Captain and Burmo, I badly want to beat my mini-league peeps. There's a time and a place for differential captains, and that time and place is far into the future. I honestly... I know people, I've seen in the chat, people saying, I'm going to captain Jackson, Evan Nielsen, Trossard, Havertz, Trent Alexander-Arnold. You're not going to get the FPL Mate seal of approval on any of those. For me, it is Haaland, Salah, Saka at a stretch, and anyone else just seems like FPL self-ending, self-destructive behaviour. Someone in the chat just says, is Captain Gabriel crazy? Of course it's crazy. There's a chance it works, but of course it's crazy. Of course it's not sensible. Besides Greaves, I need another 4 million player. Who would you suggest? Vandenberg. Start Lewis, Conte, or Aina. I would start Lewis unless we get team news that he's not starting. Hopefully we will get some Rico Lewis team news. I think he probably will start. Probably. All right, guys, a few of you asking bench-related questions. Is this a sign that we need to bring up the bench list for today? Is this a sign? I think it could be. Nicole says, bench Valdemarson, Dibbling, Greaves, Fast, can't get Wood. It's a little light on the bench, for my opinion, but you do you. Carter says, can we get a few more likes on the video, guys? Dan is a legend and deserves it. Well, thank you very much, Carter. Yeah, I mean, I won't say no to a few likes on the stream. That would be very much appreciated if anyone wants to click that little like button. Right, bench list, guys. Bench list. It's coming. It's on its way. And it's on the screen. Jay says, Captain Watkins. Again, you are not going to catch me recommending captaining anyone other than Haaland, Salah, or maybe Saka. If you want to captain Watkins, then do not let me stop you. But again, you're not going to get any confirmation bias from me. Sell Jota for Mbermo from -4. Now that I definitely would not do. I sold Jota from Mbermo, and I'm already slightly regretting it. If I'd missed the price changes as well, then there's no way I would do it at this point. People are just going to keep asking if Raya is playing, isn't it? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I really do. Sap says, how right, I'll decide at last minute. By the way, I won my mini league the last 2 years. Very much thanks to your content and these last minute questions. Well, I'm so glad to hear it, Saps. I'm very glad to hear it. All right, who's going on the bench list then, guys? I think one big thing is like Semenyo, Rogers, Calvert-Lewin. Who else do people have? Well, I've got Vardy on my bench. But then you're going to start players like... Well, what about like Smith Rowe? Where would I put him? Maybe put Smith Rowe here. When game week is a double, way in the future. Game week 20-something or 30-something. Am I on a wild card? No, I am not. Eze on the bench list. Okay. Eze and Wood. Right, we got you. Eze and Wood. So, Eze I would probably put behind Semenyo. Wood I would put ahead of both, I think. Solanke, I think you start him. Semenyo looks really good this week, by the way. Is Diaz captain a good choice? You do you, Reynard. But I cannot recommend him. When to buy Man City assets? Ideally this week. But maybe next. Plenty of opportunities in the next couple of weeks. As long as you've got Haaland, that's a very good start. Thoughts on Bowen over Diaz as a differential? Yeah, I don't have too much of a problem with that. Right, should we throw some defenders on here? So, Aina, I would drop down here. He'd be below all the attackers. What's this? Burmo. Do we need Burmo on the bench list? Probably not. Pretty obvious, isn't it? Jackson, you start. Calvert-Lewin over Rogers. Let's be honest, if he doesn't get 2 assists, we would be saying he's terrible. I don't think anyone's been saying he's terrible. He looks pretty positive, and he's got a better fixture than Calvert-Lewin as well. But hey, this is just a rough guide, and this is just my opinion. If you don't agree with it, you do not have to. You do not have to take it on board. Colwill, all right, we'll throw Colwill on. Colwill would, for me, go here. So top of the defenders so far. Paradise says 2 bench defenders, Mikalenko and Lewis, or Greaves and Aina. Oh, for sure, Mikalenko and Lewis. Oh, wait, but plan is to set and forget a back three of Gabriel, Gvardiol and Trent. Oh, in that case, yeah, Greaves and Aina. Yeah, Greaves and Aina. If you've got a set and forget back three, then you're looking good. Lewis bench list. Lewis would probably go here ahead of Vardy. Jota on the bench list. You know what? This is probably controversial, but he goes to the top. If I have Jota, there's no way I'm benching him this week. Start Jota and Salah. You're a brilliant content creator. Thank you very much, Jay. Yeah, I would start both of them. Both, without a doubt. Concert would be just below Lewis. All right. Porro and Munoz. Gonna put Munoz here because of the attacking threat. As for no, wait, who else? We put Concert on there already. Pedro Porro. He does have that attacking threat. We'll put him here. Mazraoui, no, he would go at the bottom. Any ideas why on Fantasy Football Hub, Aina has less predicted points than Moreno? It might be factoring in minutes so far this season. You might need to make a manual override there, which is definitely something you should be doing anyway. Los Hobbitus says you could put Madueke on there so I can feel bad about my team. Madueke would not go super high. I think we know this. But I think he is no longer the flavour of the week, considering how much he's done since his hat-trick. But there we have it. All right, any other popular picks? Edison. All right, Edison can stand alone in there. Let's put... I think if you have Raya, you play him. By the way, remember, guys, this is the bench list. This is not about whether you should buy a player or not, but whether you should bench a player or not. If you have Raya, you 100% play him. Allison, again, if you have him, you play him. If you have both, you play Raya. Brad says, think everyone's teams are finally starting to look different. If you look through the content creation world, all of the wild cards are virtually identical. So, yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Mark says, Havertz over Saliba, Dan. I would, yeah. I think. Action says, on wild card, should I go Havertz or Saliba as third? Arsenal. Havertz, I'd say. If I go Saliba, we'll have to drop Solanke to DCL. Is it worth it? No. No, it's not worth it. So we're going Havertz, I think. Dibbling. We're not going to play Dibbling, are you? You maybe play him ahead of, like, Mazraoui, but... Our Tamaton Adventures, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. What a legend. People were asking about triple captains in general, by the way. The answer is just an overriding no. Overrides everything. No matter what the question is for triple captain this week, I am not going to recommend it. Siddharth says, Alex Moreno and Aina or Mikolenko or Konsa. Pick one. I pick Aina. Any Man City team leaks yet? Not quite yet. We're a little bit early for these kind of things. Vandenberg. Yeah, you're not playing Vandenberg. Let's be real. He's a nice option to have, but I don't think he's one to start. Not yet, anyway. Dan, play Greaves or Moreno. Probably, maybe risk it with a Moreno. Robinson. Oh, yes, I do forget about Robinson. Robinson would go. I don't know. I'd be reasonably happy to play Robinson, I think. To be fair, I think I maybe need to drop Consta down a little bit. And the more I look at this... let's go... actually, yeah. When I look at this, Robinson just needs to go there. What time do leaks tend to come out? It varies. It varies a lot. Your volume is low? Is it? Let's see. Well, it doesn't seem too low. Seems fine to me on my monitoring. Have you tried turning your volume up? Could it be that your device volume is low? That can happen. It can happen. It's great. The volume controls on devices is really revolutionary. If something's too quiet, you can turn it up. If something's too loud, you can turn it down. Magic. Absolute magic. The legend Henderson for the bench list, please. Well, obviously he's going to go below these guys, isn't he? A little low here. And a blurry screen too. A blurry screen? This sounds like connectivity issues. Some people saying the volume is good. Some people saying too high. Some people saying too low. It is almost as if people have different volume settings on their phones and computers. To be fair, are quieter than other streamers. All right. If you insist, the microphone is coming up close. And I can see already that the monitoring is approaching the red zone. Which is not very good, is it? Not very good at all. I don't really want the... If I put my microphone like above my head here... Is that out of shot? It is out of shot. And it's a little closer. There we go. Some people saying that the volume is loud and clear. Whatever. I've moved the microphone a little bit now. It should be a little bit louder. The volume is good. The image is not blurry. What is going on? Everyone is Everyone is having different opinions here. Sam says, "Bruh, read the chat." What do you think I'm doing, brother? High pitching incoming. No, we're not going to be doing any of that. On Bumway bench list, and Bumway doesn't need to go on the bench list. He goes right to the top. Shout out to everyone who knows what Mbumwe means. Diaz or Josh on a wild card? Well, definitely Diaz. If you're on a wild card, you go for Diaz. You want me to add Son to the bench list? Daz says, "Lol, now I've got to find my remote to turn my TV down." I've messed around with things. I should not have done this. All right, if you do have Son, I think you still give him a go. You give him the old college try. And Mbumwe's not going on the bench list. You play him. There's not 5 midfielders better than Mbumwe this week. So you just 100% play him. Orlando Pirates shirt twice in 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, people were requesting the Orlando Pirates shirt today. So it's on. Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk would go reasonably low for me. Pretty low. I'm breaking people's speakers. Everything's going wrong. Everything's going terribly. I should have never have messed around with my volume. Raya, please. I mean, what about him? Want me to provide a Raya to you? I'm afraid I do not have the capacity. Francisco says, wildcard, Edison, Slicker, Gabriel, Porro, Robertson, Vandenberg, Greaves. Looking good so far. Mbermo, Diaz, Rogers, Saka, Semenyo, Haaland, Jackson, DCL. Looks good to me, my friend. Looks good to me. Could downgrade Jackson to Slanky and go for Raya. I mean, that's preference at that point, but I think I would probably go that route. But do not blame me if Raya doesn't play. I've expressed my doubts. I do have some doubts about him starting. At this point, what would I say the chances are? If you asked me last night what the chances of Raya starting were, I'd probably tell you about 20%. But now I'm probably more like 50%, which is just about the least useful answer I could possibly give. But I am going to sit on the fence on this one because I will get blamed. Paolo says, "Hey Dan, how are you? Just tagged you on a tweet of 200% rated drafts I made. Maybe you can help me pick and at the same time show people who might be looking for inspiration for some drafts. Cheers and good luck." To be fair, Paolo, that does sound pretty useful. I don't usually do this kind of stuff, but I will make an exception on this one. But don't get any funny ideas, guys. Right, you've tagged me in a tweet. Let's go through my mentiones. Is it? Here we go. That looks like you. So here are the 2 teams. You guys see that? Okay. Let's just open image in new tab. Open image in new tab. Hopefully that's going to be a bit better. Still kind of small. Alright, so these are the 2 100% rated drafts apparently, which is very good. So this one is, I mean, I'm not super keen on Carvalho. I think I'll just go for Dibbling at that point. But I mean, some people like Carvalho. This team looks really good. I really like this team. You're brave enough to stick with Eze though, which is interesting. But yeah, I like this team a lot. And this team I don't like so much. What? You're going to have to play Mikolenko, Greaves, or Fast every game week. Yes, you have managed to squeeze in Cole Palmer there, but at what cost? Your forward line with Wood and Vardy is not super strong either. No, don't like that one. This one. Now, this one I like. If you're looking for inspiration, 100% team rating draft, this, my friends, looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. Marcus says, "Hi, Andy." Marcus has befallen on the wrong channel, evidently. I'm so sorry, Marcus. your good money was meant to go to Let's Talk FPL, but unfortunately it has been misplaced in my pockets. That is unfortunate. I can't offer you the same value for money, unfortunately, but I will read your super chat regardless. So Marcus says, hi, Andy. This is my wildcard team. Raya, Lewis, Trent, Gabriel, and Burmo, Smith Rowe, Rogers, Salah, Havertz, Haaland, DCL. Any input on this team? Yes. Smith Rowe to Semenyo. And aside from that, you're all looking very nice and template and pretty much identical to everyone else's wildcard, which is a popular wildcard for a reason. You know, template's template for a reason, as we do so often say. Any news on Raya? Spotted at the team hotel this morning. That's all I've got. Salim says, Saka and Burmo to Salah. Wait, what? Saka and Burmo to Salah and Minter. Surely you'd do it the other way around. But regardless, I don't think I would do that. I think you mean it the other way around, Salim, but I would keep Salah at this point. Looks good for this game. Olayu says, what are the odds you can get Andy Martin on the pod? Andy Martin, I don't really think that's very likely, no. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't know if I would. I don't know. Some leaks of City 11. We have none. Jono says, looking good, Andy. Thank you very much, man. Yeah. Got more hair than I did last stream. Is that mean to say? No. I have a lot of hair, generally speaking. That's what I meant by that. I just got a lot of hair. Too much hair, some would say. That's the real problem with this YouTube channel. Too much hair going on. It's even coming out the back. What's going on there? Weird. Keep digging, Dan. Any news on Foden starting? Not as of yet. Again, we're possibly a little bit early for that. John says, morning, Steve. How are you, mate? Yeah, not my name. Semenyo captain. I think I need to just stop answering captain questions at this point because the answer is the same every time. Every time. It's that I would only captain Haaland, Salah, and maybe Saka this week. I would not go anywhere else personally. So I'm not really comfortable recommending anyone else. People are saying all kinds of players, and some of them might outscore Haaland and Salah, but on average they will not. What about Lewis? I mean, if you have Lewis, if we get team news, then he seems good to go. He seems good to go. Which is nice. Konate a decent replacement for Trent considering the low budget? Well, not really. I don't think Konate covers Trent because of the attacking returns. Investor says, is there special people you answer to? Generally, well, not really. I mean, yes, but also no. I don't try and answer anyone in particular, other than people who leave super chats and members of the channel. Of course, I have to prioritise them naturally. Why is Rico Lewis not high on the bench list? Let's see. I imagine he is pretty high, but just among defenders. Yeah, so he is on this bench list, he is top among all defenders. So I would actually say that is very high. Very high indeed. Isaac Exfer? What does Exfer mean? Don't know what that means. Will you be getting a Kaiser Chiefs shirt next? Unlikely, my friend. Unlikely. Those asking if I've played my wild card, the answer is no. Saving it, saving it, saving it. My team is fine without Mikalenko on the bench list. I mean, I would put Mikalenko not super low. Maybe here? Nelson says, favourite jersey on that rack. That could be interpreted many ways. I'm not sure I have much of a rack, but I have all kinds of jerseys. My favourite jersey is probably the Arsenal Bruce Banana shirt there. OG from the 90s. Warwick says, would you start Digne or Lewis with Trent and Gabriel? Let's probably start Lewis if he's playing. Exfer means transfer. Does it? Why? If anyone can explain why exfer means transfer, I would be very much appreciating that, because I've never heard... Well, I don't understand that phrase. Sid Fisher says, on wildcard, Raya, Aina, Colwill, or Sanchez, Gavardio, and a 4 million. Maybe go the Raya route. Ty says, Palmer and Pedro to Diaz and Jackson. Well, that's actually not too bad. If it's for free, then yeah. Al Molsel should take Jota out from Burmo from -4. Content 100. I wouldn't do it, no. I would not take a -4 for that move. No way. I wouldn't. I don't even think I would do it for free, to be fair. Right. Jonas says, please give a shout out to PL. Is PL the Premier League? Is PL short for Poland? Shout out the Premier League. Shout out Poland. There we go. Savinho. If you wanted to take a punt on Savinho, then please do go ahead. New news on Raya is out. Is that true? I mean, new as in how new? New as in the last 5 minutes, or new as in the past hour? Because he was spotted with the team. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's been confirmed that he's with the team now. So, yeah, he was with the... He was spotted, but now we've actually got video footage of Raya with the team. There we go, guys. Good news for Raya. Raya is with the team. That doesn't mean he starts necessarily, but it's a very positive sign. It's a very positive sign indeed. Best 1 week punt. I don't even know if 1 week punts are really a thing this week, but I would probably say Evan Nilsson. Daz says, use Exfer in the IT world for moving stuff between drives or locations. To be honest, it's just a lazy thing we do to abbreviate words to as short as possible, then confuse the rest of the world. Well, congratulations. You've successfully confused me. Why is Semenyo higher than Rodgers on the bench? Because he is a more attacking player with a better fixture. He's probably the short answer. Muniz on the bench list. Muniz is rooted to the bottom of the bench list. How he got an assist last week is a miracle. A miracle. What is this I hear about illness in the Wolves squad, and what does it mean for Salah versus Haaland captain? It certainly improves Salah's potential. I'd still captain Haaland, I think, but yeah, there is illness in the Wolves camp. Thoughts on Carvalho? I don't know. How much is he going to play? I think he is risky. He's fine. If you're going for him on the bench and you just want to take a bench punt and hope it pays off over the medium term, then go for it. But he is risky. Didn't you already change Jota to Mbermo? I did, yes. Investor I says, I'm beginning to hate you. Well, that is absolutely charming, isn't it? I'm so glad I asked. Anyway, Mina says, recommended defender for 5.9 million. Easy. Gvardiol is now 5.9. If you have 5.9 million to spend, but not 6, straight in your team. Easy. Easy. Light work. Who should I start? Robinson or Aina? I believe both players are on the bench list. Transfer Wood or Calvert-Lewin? Take your pick. Take your pick. They're both about the same. What about Savio? We spoke about Savio. If you fancy taking a risk on him, then go for him. But he is obviously going to be a minutes risk player every week. Anyone who is thinking of selling Raya, I would not be selling Raya. Certainly at this point. Shepsy says, when are we getting 3-year and 4-year member badges, Daniel? I've been saying I'm going to make 3-year membership badges for like almost a year. 4 years member badges though. Has membership been out? Has this channel been around for 4 years? Nah, impossible. That's actually not possible. Is it? Maybe it has been. When did we start this channel? 20. Oh my word. Huh. So, wow, yeah, okay. This channel is almost 5 years old, technically. I made it in like January, February time, 2020. Wow. All right. This channel is old. Dan Cross putting in the chat, member for 46 months. Yeah, that is quite a long time. I think, Dan, you were one of my first members as well. So we are coming up. Well, memberships have been around for that long. Channel's been around a little longer than membership, so of course. Wowzers. Right, I probably do need to make a transfer for my team. Shall we lock it in? Because we know the servers are going to crash. I don't know what my gut is saying here. I really do want Solanke. He is a player I would like. The problem is, I feel like I'm going to want to transfer in Solanke after a couple of weeks anyway. I really like this run. I don't love 6 and 7. This is the problem. If he had 8 to 11 fixtures right now, I would be going for Solanke without a doubt. Solanke Mitchell, DSM in the team. But unfortunately, he doesn't. My issue with Havertz is that I like him for 6 to 8, but he feels like a player I'd want to transfer out for 9 to 11, particularly if I am wildcarding in 12. So Havertz is going to cost me an extra transfer in many ways. And he's more expensive, which leans me towards Solanke a little bit. But, I mean, look at these fixtures. Leicester and Southampton. The upside in the short term could be well worth it. Havertz could easily outscore Solanke by 4 points over the next 2. So I think this is just a typical me thing that I always do, where I focus so much on the long term that I ignore what's right in front of me. And that's what I'm trying to avoid right now. My instincts are saying Solanke for the long term, or for the medium term, up until wildcard, and just set and forget him. But I need to go against my instincts here, because I'm going to ignore what is an amazing opportunity here to go for Kai Havertz. I just worry he's going to play in midfield and not be very involved. The fixtures are so good though. Man, I think I'm doing it. I think I'm just going to go for Havertz. This is the right move, right, guys? I'll have the double Arsenal. This is right. Why not Jackson? I'm not interested in Jackson personally. The fixtures aren't really there for him. Brighton, Forest, Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, Arsenal. Like, I'm looking at wildcarding in 12, and maybe he comes into conversation then. But this run of fixtures, there is no good fixtures here. There is not a single good fixture. You could argue Newcastle is a good fixture, but realistically, are they going to get their stuff together by that point? Maybe. If you look at where he's hauled, it's against a poor West Ham team and a poor Wolves team. Goal against a poor Crystal Palace team. There are no fixtures of that quality in the next 6 game weeks. None. 0. So I'm not buying the hype. I definitely think he is a good pick, but I prefer Solanke and Havertz. Jackson is still good though. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still a decent pick. But I prefer both Havertz and Solanke personally. Oh, right. Should we lock it in then, Havertz? Should we lock it in? I don't know. This is the right move, isn't it? Guys, can I get your input? Who would you go for out of Solanke and Havertz? Would you get Timber or Aina? Probably Aina, to be honest. I don't think I'd risk Timber. Investor Ice says I'm out. Again, I did not ask. Tom Kelly says yes, that Havertz is probably the right move. Konate or Romero? I think I'd go for Konate over Romero. Najim says Ray was spotted minutes ago with the rest of the team. Is he starting? We don't know for sure, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign. Oh, brilliant. You guys are split on the Solanke versus Havertz decision. I think I do have a bit of chat delay, by the way. Maybe I need to change to 30 frames per second. Slanky Raya, Slanky Raya. Slanky Havertz. Okay. I can always make the move of Havertz to Slanky after 2 game weeks, can't I, if I want to? Alright, let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. Make transfers. Isak out, Havertz in. There we go. By the way, you're telling me this can't compete with the wildcard teams? I think we're looking pretty good. Nebula says everyone knows that isn't your team. Fair enough, brother. HBK said, would you switch Solanke to Havertz in the wildcard team? Depends what else you've got in your team, really. Depends what else you got. I mean, if you can make use of the money elsewhere, then do that. I think both... The fact that I'm kind of deliberating at 10 minutes till deadline between the two players probably tells you everything you need to know about my opinion on Solanke versus Havertz. It's tight. Solanke is probably better for the medium to long term. Well, medium term, really. Havertz is better in the short term. So it's going to be a tactical thing, a strategy thing from you guys, I guess. Where's the show team gang? The show team gang don't need to be here because the team is on the screen. So there you go. Any news on Isak? Nothing new. We don't usually get Newcastle. Well, to be fair, sometimes we do get Newcastle team leaks, but they're famously unreliable. Famously unreliable. So I would not be trusting too much that you see. All right. Yeah, nothing new on Raya other than he is with the team. We don't know if he's going to start. I'll tell you if anything changes there. And if we get any Man City, of course, we'll let you know. We will let you know. Show memes. I have no memes, my friend. Damien says, hello, mate. No transfers left. And my bench is João Pedro, Bird and Barco. Should I take a hit? With, you know, if you've got a full starting 11, it sounds like you don't need a hit. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm allergic to hits, clearly. Yeah, it doesn't even sound like you need to take a hit just to fix your bench. Bench players can't get you points. Naf says, Iwobi or Evanilson, worried the latter won't start. I mean, I would be very tempted to take a punt on Evanilson, but it's not my team, so yeah. But I'd be happy to go there. I'd be happy to take a little risk. Algot says, best attacker with a 5.5 million budget. Oh, that's tough. Raul Jimenez, 5.5. Should have a look at the point predictions. Well, this is not right. Right, just in general, midfielders and forwards, you're saying. So attackers. Or you're talking exclusively strikers. There's Rodgers, Lewis Potter, and Raul Jimenez. You could take a punt on... Wait, Tavernier's 5.5 as well. That's an interesting one. You could also take a punt on... what's his name? Sharda. You could go there as well if you wanted to. Possibly. Morning all, any Rico Lewis news? Unfortunately, not right now. Would not be surprised if Lewis is benched, but chasing the upside. I wouldn't be totally surprised either, man. Oh yeah, we got the team news that Haaland starts. Brilliant. Yeah, because we needed to know that. Okay, Rico Lewis starts. There you go, guys. Rico Lewis starts. So, as far as I'm concerned, that makes him a very good pick on the wild card. So, guys, Rico Lewis starting. If you want him on a wild card, he looks good. Maybe Lewis-Mikalenko combo. So, there you have it. And the chat's going wild saying Lewis is starting as well. Excellent stuff. So, yeah, that's the City news we have so far, Francisco. Haaland and Lewis. Who would you start between Concert and Konate? Definitely Konate. Let's go. Lewis lock for me. I'm starting Lewis then. Thanks, mate. No problem at all. Thank the Thank the good people of the team leaking world on Twitter for that. Yeah, I think with that news, I think it's a positive sign. I think I'd be looking to go for Lewis on a wild card at this point. As long as you've got like one player who can cover, be that Mikolenko or Aina or maybe Colwill. Colwill's not quite as reliable for fixtures, but he is a player to consider. There's no other team news at this moment. R14DZ Riyadh says, "Hey Dan, Raya or Henderson for this week? If you have Raya, start him." I think I'd be very tempted to take a risk on Raya at this point. Very, very tempted indeed. I'll definitely be starting Lewis if you had him. Havertz captain? No. I don't think so. Get Solanke or Jackson on a wild card. I prefer Solanke. That's a personal preference. Salah hat-trick incoming. I don't know about I don't know if he's got a hat-trick in him at the moment. He's playing quite wide. He will get chances, but will he get enough chances to get a hat-trick? That I'm not so sure on. 2 goals and an assist, though. I can 100% believe that. Raya out. No, Raya is with the team. This is positive news. Does Gvardiol start? I don't know the answer to that one yet. We might get a leak. Raya is out, though. Sure, if you say so, my friend. Raya is literally with the team right now. There's a good chance he plays. It's not guaranteed, but and if you have him, you may as well start him, because what's the worst that can happen? Your bench goalkeeper subs in. Unless you don't have a bench goalkeeper, of course. Maddison or Eze on a wild card? I think I'd go Maddison. I'm eyeing up an Eze to Maddison transfer regardless. Might do that next week if Eze disappoints. Tijani says, "I heard Lewis starts. Is that true, Dan?" Yes, it is. It's true, Tijani. It's true. Lewis starts. Is Martinelli going to haul? I don't think he's going to haul necessarily. Start Lewis or Eze? Oh, back the attacker. Oh, hopefully you can start both, though, right? In an ideal world, you would start both of them. Bro, please start McNeil or Madueke. Maybe McNeil. Lewis leaves. We got him. Lewis starts. I won't keep repeating that, though, because I think people probably get the message by now. Does Foden start? I haven't got a leak on Foden right now. Salah or Haaland captain? I'm still leaning Haaland, but I'd certainly respect Salah as a captain pick as well. Is Mavadidi a good pick? He's okay. He's okay. There are other options I prefer. Saka captain. If you really, really want to. Smith Rowe, Eze or Robinson? Eze. Greaves Hall. You reckon? You reckon? Solanke or Rodgers? Oh, Solanke. For sure, Solanke. Ahmad or Smith Rowe? I will say Smith Rowe. Salah to Hall, wildcarders in pieces. I'm not on a wild card, but even I would, I mean, on a personal level, I would love it if the wild card failed. But saying that, I actually wouldn't love it, because my team is pretty similar to wildcarders anyway. I would love it if Arsenal conceded. I say this as an Arsenal fan. I hope they win 10-1. And Saka and Havertz getting involved in all of the goals. But no, if Leicester can do me a solid and score a goal, but still let Arsenal win, that would suit me very, very nicely. Nothing else on City other than Lewis or Haaland at the moment who are starting. I don't think we're going to get... We're like 10 seconds till deadline. I don't think we're going to get anything now. To be honest. It's time to lock in, boys and girls. It's time to lock in. Matt says Solanke and Raya or Jackson and Sanchez. We are too late for this question, really, but I would go for Solanke and Raya. Play Lewis or Smith Rowe? I'd play Smith Rowe probably back the attacker. It's close between the two. You guys are leaving it super late with those super chats. Super, super late. That is a dangerous game you guys are playing there. Am I locked in? Saka vice captain, Haaland captain. Do I switch around Haaland, Bellingham, Johnson? No, I don't. Vardy's going to stay on the bench. And the deadline's passed anyway. Yeah, I'm happy. We're locked in. Wowzaroonies. Well, guys. Are we happy with our wildcard teams? Are we confident? Non-wildcarders? How are you guys feeling? I want to get an idea, actually. Whilst we wait for the full team news, let's end that poll, by the way. Haaland dominating. 71% of you guys are captaining Haaland. 13% on Salah. 10% on Saka. And 4% on someone else. New poll. Did you... wait, hang on. Okay. Did you wildcard in Game Week 6? Yes, in Game Week 6. No, I used it before. And the final option, no, but I still have it. Hopefully that makes sense. That question probably could have been written a little bit nicer, but we do what we do. Peter Wilkes says, always helpful, mate. Hashtag GOAT. Thank you so much, Peter. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you, my friend. Kaja's feeling good, which is nice. Borlak says, now the deadline's over, what do you think of a chip that auto-selects your captain for 1 week? I like that idea a lot. I like that idea a lot. I hope the mystery chip is something like that. Like auto-captain pick, auto-team selection, so it automatically selects your highest scoring 11 players. Or another mystery chip I would really like is the double captain. So your vice captain also scores captain points. Those are the kind of chips I would like a lot. Those could be really, really fun. And genuinely something different as well that we've not really seen before in the fantasy world. Saka will get a hat-trick this week. Hey, I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it. So, looking through your votes on the wildcard poll, 44% of you on a wildcard in Game Week 6 is crazy. Almost half of, like, the engaged FPL managers wildcarding in 6. And when I look at the Content Creators League, when it updates in the next hour, I just know that 90% of content creators will be on a wildcard this week. It's going to be crazy. All of the big YouTubers are on wildcard, right? Is there anyone? I don't know if you guys watch any other YouTubers or content creators. Have you seen anyone who's not on a wildcard? Because I haven't. It's nuts, and it terrifies me that I'm not on a wildcard. But you got to play your own game, and quite frankly, I'm not going to let FOMO control me. I think, to be fair, my team was probably a little bit better set up than some other people, so that makes sense for me, but maybe not so much for other people. Wildcard 12 is what I'm thinking. Raptor is not on a wildcard? Really? He's not on a wildcard. That surprises me. Fair play. FPL Tips is not. Didn't FPL Tips wildcard last week? I thought, has he managed to get Haaland in his team though, without a wildcard? Or is he just like going to raw dog it again? To be fair, I don't think there's too much wrong with that. Wow. Fair play, Raptor. Fair play. A bold move, but I'm very, very glad to have some company there. I'm glad I'm not the only one now. I thought Sim wasn't wildcarding. Nah, Sim's not wildcarding, no. Tips wildcarded in Game Week 3, yeah. Raptors wildcarding next week. Got you. And I'm guessing he's bringing in like Haaland and stuff next week. I think he can probably do with Salah this week. He's playing a dangerous game. We know this. But honestly, I think it could potentially work out with Salah captain this week. Salah is still a very solid captain this week. When we get to next week, Fulham at home, Wolves away, Southampton at home, Bournemouth away. You're captaining Haaland in every one of this week, and there's not going to be too much debate there. I mean, Liverpool against Palace away, Chelsea at home, Arsenal away, Brighton at home. I mean, maybe there's an argument to say you can captain Salah against Palace, but honestly, Haaland is the preferred choice. Elliot says, I like your Orlando Pirates jersey. It's all over the news in South Africa. Yeah, guys, have you heard about this, by the way? Like, Orlando Pirates. This must be the greatest PR move Orlando Pirates have ever pulled. I don't know if they expected this or not. But they sent me a few Orlando Pirates jerseys. The other one is in the wash right now. And, by the way, they say FPL... I don't know if you can see that or not because I can't see a screen. There you go. Oh, wait, you can see it, kind of. FPL Mate and the number 8. They sent me these. And it's been all over the South... Well, not all over. It's been in the South African news. Our media went crazy. What do you mean you went crazy? I only saw one article. Right, what do I search? Let's search FPL Mate Orlando Pirates. I'll show you my FC team in a minute. All over the... Oh, okay. On Facebook, Orlando Pirates Bless UK Influence FPL Mate. This is the one I've seen. There's only a couple of... Crazy is an overstatement. Maybe a few people posting it on Facebook. Well, there we have it. You don't wash those shirts, mate. Oh, I do. Oh, I do wash the shirts. Honestly, do you know how hot, particularly in the summer, it is in this tiny room full of football shirts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bright lights shining, bright white lights, all of like the electrical equipment we have in here, the backlights, the little fairy lights, to be fair, don't create much warmth. But there's another light back there as well to light up the wall a little bit. It is boiling hot in here. I usually have to have the door closed as well. The window's always closed because I don't want to scare my neighbours with my shouting. The door's usually closed because Mrs. FPL Mate is usually around and my cat is usually trying to get in. But today I left the door open because she's at work. So the door stays open. So I have to wash these shirts because if I don't wash these shirts, my God, think about this. You know, material designed to make you sweat. It's just a dumb idea to wear football shirts. Honestly, if you could smell this room, if I hadn't washed the shirts, I wouldn't come in this room. I wouldn't come in this room. This is my room. It's my smell. From where do you buy your shirts? Honestly, from all over the place. King in the castle with all these lights. Honestly, man. I've got too many lights. I don't even... The problem is, I think I've made a bit of a boo-boo with the black wall paint there. What on earth just happened? I pointed to the sky and... What? For God's sake. Why is this happening to me? I forgot about the stupid haptics on Apple now. Right, how can I fix this? No. Okay, it's frozen. This is... I need to turn this off. Let's use the other camera. There we go. I mean, my actual other camera is kind of covering up that now. Can reset this camera. Let's turn it off and on again. I know. I'm very aware that I'm frozen. Very aware. Kyle says it's not designed to make you sweat. Then why on earth does it make me sweat so much? These football shirts. Am I going to actually have to switch cameras? Happy birthday, mate. It's not my birthday. It's just stupid Apple doing stupid things. Yeah, the camera's just going to stay frozen, isn't it? Right, fine. We'll use the other camera for a bit. Let's take this camera off. All right, sorry guys. We're going to have to use the reserve camera. The backup camera. Oh my word, what is going on with these lights? Ooh, I'm playing the piano. Hey. Wait. Yeah, you can like turn the lights on and off with your... Yeah, that's fun. I'm having way too much fun here, I know, but I feel like I'm playing the piano right now. What joy. What joy we have. Right. Let's show you my FC team because the teams are going to release in like 5 minutes. Bro, I thought I was high. He's lost the plot. My friend, I haven't lost the plot. I never had the plot to begin with. The sooner you realise that, the better. Right, so I'll show you my team right now. I've got 193k to do something with it. I think I already know because I hate this formation. The only reason I'm using this formation is because I packed Watkins. So I think I'm going to sell Watkins. What's he at now? Probably 160-ish, 155. So if I sell Watkins and then go back to 4-3-3 and buy Salah... Because that's Baltimore's only in there temporarily whilst I decide what winger I'm going to get. So if I buy Salah and like a midfielder, maybe De Bruyne, and then I think my team will look pretty good in a 4-3-3. So yeah, let's. I think I'll do something like that. Watkins obviously will be sold. By the way, this Van Persie, absolutely phenomenal. Can we get his numbers here? 62 games played, 77 goals for me. I am very much enjoying him. Very much enjoying him. Well, you can't see? Why can't you see? How dumb am I? I forgot to change the... I forgot to change the screen. Oh, mate is high for sure. Mate is just dumb, apparently. Right, any team news... whilst we wait, but there you go. There's my team on FC. Alexander Isak is not playing, so no Isak. I'm very glad I made a transfer there. I've got a massive delay, by the way. I need to I think change my frame rate for the streams only. How can I do that? I need to create a new profile. So create a new profile, and then we'll change the stream rate. I won't be able to do it live now, but there's a bit of a delay. I'd like to get that to near instantaneous. My friend, do I bring in Nkunku tonight? I have an Nkunku right here for you, my friend. Untradeable. Would you like him? Maybe. Right, so no Isak. We'll find out if Foden and Gvardiol and the likes are starting in like the next few minutes. Let's just go to the Man City page. Felix Evo is crazy good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's like crazy good, but it's pretty decent. Favorite player so far is obviously Van Persie that I've used. Love how Isak was essential for all content creators at the start of the season. I mean, no, you're totally right, Chris. You're 100% right. Like, I think we all expected many different things from Isak in the start of the season. The fixtures were there. He was fit. He's available, and things have changed a little bit. Things have changed since then. Fixtures are gone. His fitness is not there. I mean, and to be fair, there's a few teams like Newcastle and Crystal Palace are two teams I don't think anyone expected them to be as bad as they have been, because they really have been bad, both Newcastle and Palace. I think we all expected better from them. So, as you say, that's football. We can make predictions, but we can't read the future. Yeah, Lewis is starting. What's your team name? I don't actually know. What is my team name? Oh, my FPL team name is Show Team Gang. Thoughts on 2K taking over FIFA? I'm glad that FC is going to have a competitor. I'll put it that way. Right, come on then. Show me potato salad. Gvardiol starts. Foden does not. What has Foden got to do to get a start, man? I've got to change my sleeper team. What has Foden got to do to get on the team sheet? Unbelievable. Right then, let's make a change to my sleeper. So I can't show this on screen because I don't think it's on web at this present moment. But who should I start? Okay. I'm gonna tell you my sleeper options right now. So I have Foden in my draft team. And I have some players on the bench I could put on. Oh, no Savio either. Okay, looks like I'm making 2 changes. Alright, so in that case, do we go 4-5-1? I'm going to have to go 4-5-1. Ooh, this is a little frustrating. Okay, so that would mean I play Tarkovsky. Pep roulette, man. Pep roulette. This is the game we play. The dangerous game we play. Alanga versus Fulham or Kulusevski versus Man United. Who's better? Probably Alanga. This is why you never pick City players. Yeah, so true. Haaland and Gvardiol is all I need. You maybe throw in Lewis in that conversation. Who's putting up the better numbers so far this season between Elanga and Kulusevski? Oh, we'll have a Newcastle in a second. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Oh, Kulusevski. I reckon it's Kulusevski. All right. We'll go for Kulusevski then. Right, sleeper team done. Nice. Right, Newcastle. Apologies, guys. I was so wrapped up in Man City and draft mode that I forgot about this. It's the same as it always is. Yeah, Newcastle are usually pretty boring. Pope, Trippier. Oh, Trippier. No Livramento. Cher, Joelinton, Tonali, Gordon, Barnes, Hall, Murphy, Burn, Bruno G. So that'd be Barnes on the left, Murphy on the right. Gordon is the central striker. And then we've got like back four of Trippier, Cher, Burn, and Hall. You know what? I'm feeling quite confident about my Man City players. Reasonably confident. We will see. Merck says, your cat works. What job? It's a great joke. It's about half an hour after I said it, Merck, but it's still a very good joke. Watch Newcastle turn out City today. Surely not. Surely not. We're not expecting that. Susan says, one question, mate. Nkunku and Rodgers and Gavardio template thoughts. I mean, I don't think I'd have Nkunku in my team. Rodgers and Gavardio I like. But I think we will leave it there because we've got the 2 news now. That's me. That's me. That's what I ended up with. I don't think my team is as good as wildcarders teams, but I think that's kind of to be expected. I think it definitely can compete and potentially beat. But this is where I'm at. Nkunku's value will go way up, I reckon. We will know Nkunku's value will go up before it goes up. We'll know about it before it happens. FC team. I already showed you my FC team, bro. It's there. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go watch some football and stuff. And maybe play a bit of FC whilst I wait for the game to start, actually. So, yeah, guys, good luck this week. Take care. Enjoy the footy, as we always do. And cherish FPL, because the next international break is just around the corner. Please be aware of that one. It's going to cause some pain. It's going to cause some upset whilst we sit there bored with no Premier League football. But yes, wildcarders, non-wildcarders, good luck. I hope your teams do super well, as long as they don't do better than mine. Enjoy. Leave a like, and I'll see you later, mates. Goodbye.